Welcome to Hail Rec League Week 3. We're here with Dazed and Warriors, and we're kicking it off here on a little bit of King of the Hill on Live Fire. I'm here with Sozer. I'd like to introduce him.
Greetings, good night, and hope everyone's having a good night tonight. We're going to kick this night off here between Warriors and Dazed Clan. Starting off the match here in the first few moments of this game, we see some initial picks from the side of the Dazed Clan as Warriors take some initial falls early on. And it seems as though some early time will be gathered here from the Dazed Clan as they approach trying to claim their first point here in this match.
Yeah, and that was a big slay out there. They were able to get the overshield and they're on the first hill. So they should be able to pick up a good amount of time with this overshield. They also have the sniper on hill. So they're going to look to get some picks, and with these two power-ups, they should be able to get a lot of time. Unless, to break this setup is going to be pretty hard.
Yep, and it seems as though the Warriors right now are currently facing that brick wall that is the Dazed Clan's defense. All four are currently down. And I believe this is going to give the Dazed Clan the time that they need to confirm this first point.
Yeah, this first point has gone really quick, and you can see why it goes quick when you're able to control the two main power-ups on this map, which are the overshield and the sniper rifle. They get a pick on Mincington, he goes down, and it looks like, Mewtwo's going to get here on the point and look to collect some time, and hopefully most of his players can get over here and set up a good line of defense for him, but he's getting picked in from the back, but that's a big takedown there.
Great assist there from his teammate as they were able to milk some time here going toward their first point here in this King of the Hill match. They need to get this early answer. Mincington making the jump up to the top of the tower there is able to take down one of the Warriors players as well. That's 3 down at one moment there on the side of Warriors. Giving some opportunity to get the point, but looks like they got on here a little bit late.
Yeah, they got on a little bit late because I think they were going to try and make a play for that overshield, which I believe they were able to collect. And we're here with Mincington, and he gets taken down. That's a good push. That's a great push by the side of the Warriors. They were able to take 3 down, and FTG Spice is the only one up, and it looks like he goes down too, and that's a full wipe.
Yeah, wow, Warriors coming through pretty strong there. This could be the answer that they need. Answering and tying this 1-1 would set the tone that they're going to be able to stay neck and neck throughout the whole game. Early on, if you get 1 or 2 points in a row, that can really demoralize and sometimes be your crippling momentum. Something that's really difficult to contend with.
Well, and on top of it, it'd be a great way if they could steal this hill with not getting any of the power-ups to start off on the first 2 hills. Like, the first 2 power-ups have kind of been controlled by the Dazed Clan so far.
And right now, once again, here contesting in the mid, it did look like the Dazed Clan was able to grab that rifle. Once again, that could be a contributing factor here to why they're able to grab some time, inch ever closer toward their second point. Good kill there. Wasn't sure who that was. It was either Priest or Empleton. But one of those two players had a decent trade there.
Yeah, 3 to go down, and Dazed is really, they got off to a slow start on this second hill, but they're in the lead and they're almost about to take this hill and go up 2-0. And like you said, he betrays his teammate with the sniper there by Matt Mode. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. Now he goes down and all 4 get wiped. Yeah. And this might be a huge turning point.
That cost them. I think right now that could have cost them the point.
I think it's going to cost. It may cost. I think it's going to. It looks, they are playing overshield again, and it looks like they were able to collect that. But
they're pushing hard mid to try to get there, but they weren't able to get there in time. They had the overshield. They got there and wiped out the entire team, but unfortunately now tied the lead. Warriors able to step up to the plate. Thanks for the help of the Dazed Clan and the assist there for the Warriors to claim that point.
Yeah, Matt Mode gets a huge assist on that, that snipe betrayal on his teammate there. That was really the turning point. Like, it looked like Dazed was going to go out to that 2-0 lead, and kind of like you talked about there, Sozer, like that could be a snowball effect and demoralizing, since they had such a good start on that hill.
That's right. Creased here, watching this as only 2 players now alive on the Dazed Clan side. He knows one of them's in the house. He pushes them away with a repulsor, gets some hill control, gets some time. Maybe it wasn't enough. It seems as though another player, Midsington, in the flank, 11 kills, currently the top killer in the entire lobby as he leads the way, paving a smooth road for his team. Now tied. Not only are we tied 1-1, but also both of these teams have the same amount of time toward the progress of their second point here in this match.
Yeah, Midsington's kind of pacing his team, but you also look at Phil. The Phil B win has got 9 kills and 1 assist, and he has 10 deaths. But he started out really hot. He was like 5 or 6-0, and he's kind of he slowed down a little bit, but he's still pacing up there with 10 kills. And these teams it's kind of a stalemate a little bit here. Like you were saying, both teams have the same amount of hill time, and it's kind of a state of a little bit of chaos right now.
Both teams really neck and neck, trying to get as much milked time out of these hills as they can. And now caught in the rotate, we see Crozen. He gets caught there at the bottom of hill as 2 players exit out from underneath. That's 3 players down now from Warriors. Dazed, able to collect some more time. They're actually going to be able to have a response. I mean, Warriors now about 3/4 of the way toward their second point. Dazed clan on the response, and we see Empoleon. He's going to grab that sniper, watch down in mid, and we see some shots made. He puts the sniper away, and you hate to see it.
Yeah, and if they go on to lose this game, Warriors, I'm going to point to the fact that they have not gotten an overshield yet. Dazed has been on that overshield. They've been putting a lot of resources towards it, like 3 and 4 people almost every time, and they kind of delay getting on the hill to get that overshield, and that overshield has allowed them, they're starting to pull a little bit ahead here on this third hill, and they're able to cap it.
Yes, sir. Double kill on the board from Creased. He steps up to the plate for his team, now controlling this area. Creased now in a fight with the sniper rifle. He's able to come through and get the kill. He is currently shieldless. He rotates. His teammates are currently controlling the hill, but he is not able to get out of that fight without at least a fall, and the sniper rifle is back down on the field. Map mode on the rotate. Try to watch this onto the hill. Shots made. Dazed clan with their second point on the board, going for their third, now controlling this. Warriors is really going to need to step up to the plate here. They are and really do something different.
And one thing that doesn't always goes in the stats is like Phil really played his life really well there when he was fighting there with the sniper, and that was a distraction. It enabled his teammates that were all on the death screen to spawn up, and that little bit of time won't show up on the stat sheet, but him playing his life effectively has allowed his team to get control of this hill because it didn't allow Warriors to get a setup.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that the less you die, the more of a chance you have to be present in the important fights that mitigate the enemy from scoring. Double kill. They're on the board from Midsington. Give that a round of applause as the scoreboard apparently isn't working correctly. We're Crozen, the only person alive right now on the side of Warriors. The third point on the board from Dazed clan. It's now down to this final point.
Yeah, and sorry for stepping on you. Another overshield for Dazed. I mean, that's just really, it's been the main point I take away from it. They've controlled the overshield, and look at that, he's able to push him off the hill. He still has some overshield left, and his teammates are going to rally and try and help this setup, which is the hardest hill to hold with this this mid hill. It's really chaotic. But Dazed can also sort of play slays at this point if they want to, because they have the 3-1 lead, and there's only about 2 minutes left on the clock.
Aptly pushing the Warriors 3/4 of the way toward the progress in this hill. And this is the middle hill. This is the middle of the map. This is rough. Like, you are the center of attraction for any nades from pretty much spawns from 75% of the map. So, being able to get that much time and confirm that point shows how committed they are to saying that they're still in this. They get their second point on the board, and now it's back to a B-site hill. And this still could be the final point if Dazed clan can come through for this win. But we're going to see the Warriors step up and see what they can do to mitigate this first loss here in this Week 5, Season 5, Week 3 Premade Masters match.
Yeah, and that was a big pickup of that hill. They got that hill really quickly, which is going to enable them to have that time to just, have time to come back in this game. And the 3 go down for Dazed, and Warriors is putting on some good time here on the hill again.
Warriors right now, if you take a look at the stats board, it's Creased. 22 kills, Shout out also to Empoleon with 12 assists. Also, FTG Spice, 12 assists, 22 kills from Midsington. Some phenomenal players really on both of these teams. Warriors currently with 3/4 of the way toward this point. Crozen, the only person alive on that team, needs to get back here. And really, if they could inch ever closer to this and tie this 3-3, we really could be down to the wire. I don't think the Warriors are out of this yet.
No, definitely not out of it. And Matt Mode went for a roundabout flank here onto the Warriors with his overshield, and they made a 3-man push or 4-man push and are able to take back control of the hill. And Matt Mode he gets taken down, and more points for Empoleon on the hill here. They may be able to tie this up rather shortly.
Unfortunately, 3 players down once again for the Warriors, giving the Dazed clan more than enough opportunity to claim some more time. And they're inching ever closer toward their final few moments of this point, and it looks like they might be able to get this. Warriors in a respawn, Dazed clan with the sniper, and that's going to be confirmation, folks. The Dazed clan will finish with the first win here in this series of Challenger Premade at the exit of Long Haul. Like, it's just a natural thing. I'll throw a nade right there by Battle Box. And oh wow, what a quick push here up the left side. Great nade there from Creased. At least it looked like it took out a decent amount. Yep, he's shieldless as he approaches. Creased with the melee, goes for the second, not able to confirm it. 2-2, now 3-2, as Dazed clan takes the lead here in this Team Slayer match at Recharge.
And Matt Mode's able to get the first shock rifle of the game, and we'll see how he puts it to use, if he can connect the dots and get some shots and enable his team to pull away with the use of this power weapon. And we're on here with Empoleon, and Empoleon gets a double kill. That's a real big double kill for them, as they go up 5-4. A very back and forth game here at the start.
Warriors taking the lead for what I believe to be the first time in tonight's series of matches. The lead is not going to be held for long, as Midsington taking the strong arm, coming through for his team, stepping up to the plate, getting his first kill, but it was the right one to get. Barely escaping with his life. That alone nets him positive in my book.
Yeah, that's huge. Playing your life, like you were talking about. Your resources are your lives and your deaths in this Slayer game, and how you use them will eventually tell the outcome of this game. As 3 go down for Dazed, and Midsington's just playing his life here with the shock rifle, waiting for his teammates to come up. And you know, the Warriors weren't aware of where he was at, and he was able to play his life and still has the shock.
Dang, Mewtwo and Crozen both getting kills onto C-Plat. We see, you know, Warriors take a little bit of a lead here. Again, FTG Spice taking a shot from Empoleon, and up by 5 now in the bat of an eye. It was just like snap of the fingers happened, and Warriors, you know, some flip of switch was made because their lights just turned on.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the first real significant lead. It's not huge, but you know, significant lead of the game, as Matt Mode gets some team shots and gets an assist there, and he gets taken down in the bottom and the battle for the invis, and Crozen gets away with it. If he gets around that corner, and hopefully he can put together the use, but the comms should be out that he is in the A side of the map with the invisible here, and he's sneaking it up, using it really well. Matt Mode doesn't see him. He's going to be able to take him down, and that's an effective use so far of the invisible by Crozen.
Yep, sometimes just being able to get the first shot on, you know, that's all you need. Crozen taking out those nades, you know, revoking that of the enemy, and as well, if the enemy's near, you get some shots on. But unfortunately, peeking right at the wrong time. Spice there, Mewtwo with some help, takes a fall, and man, up by 7, up by, well, I guess that was another kill by Dazed, so that mitigated the gap there. But still, Warriors showing that they're very strong here. The 7-point lead here in this Team Slayer game of Recharge as it continues.
And they kind of are working well together. They're making a lot of team shots. They're really staying connected on the map. They're not all bunched up. They're covering angles. And it's kind of like what we saw at the end of that King of the Hill match. They're really working well as a team and pushing as a team. And it's allowed them to get this 6-point lead. And you see Matt Mode, he's kind of just trapped in that attic spot. And they're kind of trapped on this side of the map, which is kind of, it's tough. You can't break out of that map if they're holding all the angles here, and the pace is kind of slowed down now.
Yeah, I think it might be the realization of what's really on the line. is because the Dazed Clan's down by 6 right now. They have a first win under their belt, and it was what I would consider the more difficult. It was King of the Hill. It requires a little bit more coordination in order to execute, which is Dazed Clan demonstrated themselves. But here in a reduced complexity game, we find them coming short here early on in this game.
And I didn't know that the invis would be this big, but it's been huge. The side of Warriors actually has been able to control it, and they're not just firing right away when they see the people when they have the invis. They're sort of playing their life, feeling out how many players are around, getting the comms out there, and getting the first shot. But that's a big takedown of the invis there by Midsington.
I hate to see it. Only up by 4 now. Warriors, they might have had a little bit of a lead here, but Dazed Clan, they're not out of this yet. They're kind of playing their time, like he said, by making sure that they're making the right moves. Midsington, right here, as he catches this player, he doesn't want to be on the outside rim of that. He saw that player with that repulsor. He does not want to be between that repulsor and the edge. He jumps down mid, is able to grab that repulsor. Good mindset play there from Midsington.
Very smart play. He was very aware of that. You could see like the thought process. You could tell that he saw the repulsor there. And this game is just neck and neck now. 25-22. Dazed is kind of, weathered the storm of that little run that, Warriors had that gave them like that 7-point lead, and they've kind of weathered that storm, slowed the pace down. And you see we got two separate battles, not really connected. Here is the side of Warriors. There's 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. And Dazed is kind of, got the angles covered on this. We'll see what happens in these next few confrontations because of that.
25-24, such a close game. What a great game here between the Warriors and the Dazed Clan. We're going to see Crozen leading the lobby with 10 kills and 4 deaths. Stepping up to the plate. We've seen some trickery here from Midsington a few times if you've been watching. He does this thing where he throws the grenade up against the wall and then uses the repulsor to throw it in a more accurate, I guess the geometry term is parabola, which is the arc that like a bullet takes as it travels along a trajectory pulled down by gravity. But it makes it go straighter further. It has a longer parabola, so he's able to get the thing faster to the attic. But it was just kind of cool trickery if you happen to be watching.
Yeah, very neat use of the sandbox there. He's not aware. He didn't get any call-outs there on the flank from Kreist, and Kreist is able to take him down and get the invis again. Will he get out with it alive? No, they're able to shoot him and get the damage, but I believe he burned it. And we'll see what happens. We have just a really neck-and-neck game here. 31-32. Phil gets a slay there, and he's really controlled that attic spot, which is a real big power position on this map. And if you have other people covering the other angles, it's a very effective place to stay. As now, they're kind of making a push in here on the single man on back B or C it is. Sorry, the fumble there. And Crozen's able to mitigate that push. And here we are, 33-32. Polian's up high in a little sneaky position, trying to get the call-outs from his boys and just see where the rest of the Dazed Clan is coming from.
It's been really nice to see Warriors maintain this lead for so long, because, that shows that not only did they get a little bit of a stride, but they've been able to maintain that endurance the entire game. Now it's only up a point by 4. But still, maintaining that lead is really essential toward maintaining the mindset, maintaining the momentum as you move, and you try to catch your enemies in their spawns after you get the kill. Like right now, we should see Warriors, spawning right there with their team, and Mewtwo does. Where is Empoleon about to spawn? Did he spawn Whirlpool? No, he spawned C.
He spawned C, yeah. Well, no, he did spawn Whirlpool. That's Empoleon right there. So wow. He did spawn there, and, he gets taken out real quickly because the comms come from that mode up in the attic portion, letting, his teammate know that one had spawned there. And back and forth we go. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to step on you. The back and forth we go. It's 36-37, a 1-point game. Matt mode has the shock, but he's getting shot from multiple different angles, and they all know where that is, and they know he has the shock, and they're not going to allow him to get. Whoa, a big takedown though with that shock rifle by Matt mode, and Dazed Clan's back in the lead.
Dazed Clan in the lead for the first time in I'm going to say 8 minutes, maybe 7.5 minutes. They only had the lead there toward the beginning. Warriors took it and held it for so long. But now Dazed Clan inching ever closer toward their victory. Now only 12 points away, tied 38-38. Warriors claiming the lead once again. Oh, man.
Yeah, and Crozen's still popping off 14-6, the top Slayer in the lobby. And you look at Dazed, they're a little more balanced across the board. And a lot of kills from Kreist and Polian as well. A pretty evenly matched game so far, as the scoreboard reflects. And Dazed is now down 3 as Warriors go back up 3.
Dang, and it's been really pleasant to see this happen. There's really been good cohesion between Cohesion and Polion and Kreist. You just notice that they're there for one another. And then Mewtwo with 7 assists, also present for those kills. But inching ever closer to the end of this match, we're down here to the final few moments of this game.
Yeah, 42-40, and this is a big win by Kreist. He goes back up 3, and now, trades are big here. If they can just get the trades out here, they're going to win this game, and we're going to level the series. Everybody's kind of slowing down as they realize the importance of this, and Kreist is putting to use that shock rifle and putting some damage down, and it's going to be huge here. 45-42, they just maintaining this 3-point lead.
Right now, the Dazed Clan, think about it, 4 points until they die. Each of them has 1 life. Some way to conceptualize, this is it. If I die, then this is it.
They're doing a good job of not really poking their head out and giving that shock the ability, to just start connecting the dots and getting the kills. And it's really slowed down. Both teams are really cautious. Is this 46-44 because they know 1 death could allow, a push. You get 1 pick here, you can converge on the rest of the team and maybe get a team wipe and then take the lead. As it's kind of pinned down there, but a big pick by Spice.
Nades as well. That's a double kill. Well, not really for any individual, but it is for the team as they level the playing field. We're now in the final 50 seconds of this game, tied 46-46, as Warriors and the Dazed Clan are now in the show-off for the second round of this game. Will the Dazed Clan take their second win, or will the Warriors claim their first? Well, we're about to find out with 35 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they're really penned in here in the yellow pipes. They're pushing out here on map mode, who's a little bit individualized there. He's gone back to his teammates. No one wants to be that critical pick here at the end of the game with 24 seconds on the clock. They're putting in a lot of damage. And, everybody's just playing their lives right now, waiting for the flank. Dazed is really linked up together here, and so is Warriors. They're all kind of, covering each other's back, but not really pushing in right now. And we're going to go down to overtime at this point.
I think they are. They're going to let it go into overtime. Joe, add 3 minutes to the clock. So, now that we have 3 minutes, then we can start fighting again.
I hope, because it felt like there hadn't been a shot pick on Mewtwo. I felt like we hadn't had a shot fired in like about a minute.
The first kill in like 3 minutes just happened with Dazed Clan taking the lead, up by 2 now. This is ever closer, 2 points away from this. Crozen almost caught out mid. He knows the player's whirlpool. Is he going to be able to get this rotate and get this pick with Dazed Clan only 2 points away from victory?
And Dazed is really sort of slow playing it now after they got the 2 picks, trying to put the pressure on Warriors to come and make the push in and get these kills. And we're at 48-46. They got the invis. They're linked together. They know where the rest of the Warriors are. And invis is making the push in, but he backs out. 49-47. They need 1 more kill for the win.
They both died.
But they both died. 49-48.
Oh no, 49-49. Kreist just get another kill. It's now down to the final kill. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Both of these teams are going to lock it again. FTG Spice.
I think they're going to get Spice right there on the pick.
Oh my gosh, Warriors got it. Warriors took the win. We're about to find out for sure, but I will give you my forecast is that I believe we're going to see Dazed Clan come back with something to impress us with. They just did such a good job multitasking in the King of the Hill game and coming through with that objective play. I just saw it in the corner of my little eye. Someone used the grappling hook to grab the overshield. You love to see it.
Yeah, the use of the sandbox is always fun to see. And Crozen, it was Crozen. He's got the overshield and the rockets, a huge power play by him. He hasn't been able to find any person to shoot at with it, but they're going to make this play to go down there. That's a big kill by Crozen, and he's on the look with one more rocket.
With the rockets showing their value once again as Crozen takes his second kill and pushes into the palm tree inside of the red base. Dazed Clan now caught with the rotate. Ooh, Crozen, he's going to back up and try to mitigate death here. He has an enemy spawned on flag, but kind of got some shots onto a mat mode, which Crozen's also going to be able to take him out. Crozen's still occupying here in the base. He looks like he's going to make a push for this flag.
Yeah, and you need a couple sleigh outs usually on this map. You know, you need the one sleighs to sort of get the position, and then on the respawn, you need, you know, the sleighs to get the pull. And, you know, he wasn't able to get the sleighs because he didn't really have any team support on that side of the map. Is Muse sort of wondering if somebody's up there? I don't think anybody for the side of Dazed is in their, you know, in their base. Sorry, fumbled on my words there. And, you know, they got him pinned down. Midsington, they know he's there, but he's able to get a trade, which that's big. You know, it's 3v2 right now. Mewtwo doing a good job sort of just setting up the defensive line here.
Yeah, getting trades in Capture the Flag doesn't seem like a big deal. But, you know, if you got a trade, especially if you're on your side of the map, the enemy has just lost a lot of time. You know, it's cost them time to respawn. It costs them time to then travel to the other side of the map once again. And in that amount of time, you've then mitigated the presence of them, you know, contending with any of your teammates. So, yeah, I think trades definitely are worth it in the long run. It's way better than, you know, ending up not getting a trade and then the enemy still being in your base.
Yeah, and you saw the effective use by, we're on with FTG Spice. He was able to clear out that base with a round of sleighs with that shotgun, and they forced the overextension, which was great by the side of Warriors. They're able to get the flag and sort of slow down this flag run, but, you know, they're going to need to get it out of the base as Paulian is just playing his life, and he seems to be the only one that is on this side of the map. And with him going down there and everybody else just is trying to rush there, I think we're going to get our first flag cap here for the side of Dazed. And they do. They punch it in.
Yes, sir. Point confirmed on the board. And the Dazed Clan demonstrating their ability to multitask and work together, it seems, at a capacity far greater currently than Warriors, as both objective games that we've played tonight has seemed to be led in the way of Dazed Clan. Just steamrolling this, and Crozen trying to go for the response, grabbing the flag and trying to punch it out immediately. Mewtwo, the only one currently alive in the base. He's peeking this, but unfortunately, just not enough there. And Polion's there to try to take us back. There's 3 enemies to contend with. Polion, there's just not much that he can do. He's going to try to go for this grab. Sees this player there, and he is going to be able to get it. That's 2 players, 3 players, 4 players now down for Dazed Clan. Warriors have come back and with this potential response.
Yeah, and I mean, that was big. I mean, I want to give a shout out to Spice. He's pacing the lobby. 10 kills, 3 assists, 3 deaths. He goes down again.
Dang.
This is probably going to be a flag cap. We're probably going to be tied here 1-1, as Midsington is the only one on this side of the map as 2 are down and just spawning up. And they punch it in.
Wow. With the needler. That thing killed quick. I think I'm sleeping on that gun, man. 4 players down for Warriors. Dazed Clan in the response. Now going... Look at Midsington using the grappling hook, getting some fancy slide boosts in. What an actual champion.
Yeah, it's great use of the sandbox, and it looked like they had the overshield. I wasn't aware that it was coming up, but it looked like one of his teammates had the overshield. Good play by Crozen to take him down, but it's still, you know, it's 3v3 right now, and there's the overshield on Spice, but Priest takes down the overshield with a double punch. And the flag run's kind of been delayed. It's still in the base, though. He's going to have to get this sleigh. They're going to punch it in. It's 2-1. He wasn't able to take out those other 2 players. As we're on with Crozen, he's pushing in. Matt Mode's trying to play his life, but he nades him out. I think he gets the kill there. And we got 2 down for the side of Dazed. And it's just back and forth.
What a battle. Dazed Clan taking the lead. Mewtwo trying to grab this flag to go for another response. It's been such a great capture the flag game. You know, we don't see Bazaar much, but I am quite fond of it at this point. It just has a certain flow about it that I really enjoy. I think it's just a flow that symmetrical map. I find fond of all symmetrical CTF maps eventually. So it's just, I think I learned to love it, you know?
Yeah, and I thought this might be of a more campy setup game. We've had a really just back and forth, fast pace, team wipes, grabbing the flag, making runs. It's just been a really, really entertaining match so far. As it looks like Dazed is going to get the return though on the big door.
Such a strong return there, mitigating that potential point as it was already more than halfway across the map. And the Days is going to be able to mitigate that.
Yeah, and the overshield's coming up, and this is all Polian had the slay. I thought he had him there, but he did enough damage. Mewtwo, this fight for this overshield is really hotly contested, and the team that gets this, and it looks like it's going to be Dazed, is going to have a chance, but they're cruising with the Rockets, but he didn't see Mad Mode there. So now they got the Rockets and the overshield, and no, they haven't picked it up yet. It's still on the ground.
Half the lobbies died for this overshield. What is happening? Finally,
he gets it
on the chest. Thank the Lord.
Oh my goodness, there's just been a crazy back and forth game. Just slays left and right. It's just really entertaining. And 2-1 as Dazed is pushing in. They got the power-ups, and this is going to be a huge, just a big defense. They're going to have to overextend here, I think, if they're going to be able to prevent this flag run from getting punched in. As the defense is coming on here, they don't overextend. Krustin goes down, though. The noob combo.
Great performance there from Spice. You see what he's doing with these micro movements. He's juggling this flag. That might have been a fumble there. So right as I was, bolstering him up, he might have made a mistake, but still, very nimble movements there early on. Got the flag very close to halfway across the map. It's now in the doorway, close to returning this, getting this now 2-1. Flag is going to be
got a touch, but it goes down again. I think they're going to get this return as everybody is spawning on the alley side for Dazed, and they're able to get it back, and they're doing a counter pull here, and they're pulling it. They got it halfway. That's a big kill. Polian gets it almost to the halfway part, but I think he missed the juggle there. He's playing his life. We'll see what happens here if he can get some slays from his teammates, but most of his teammates have gone down, and now we got a fight here in the middle of the map as Dazed has got most of their players there, and it looks like they're probably going to get the return as they've sort of pinned them down. And hey, the overshield's already coming up. That's how long it took, and what a great grapple by Phil.
The grappling overshield succeeds yet once again. I think that's the second time we've seen that happen in this game. So great level of awareness in the use of these sandbox. Now 2-1. Dazed Clan still leading the way with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Overshield in tow as Phil B. Win pushes down here under bottom mid. He's able to get a few shots, but he's not able to get the kill as Empoleon takes down the overshield.
Yeah, he takes down the overshield, and that's a big slay. They needed it there. And, we're back to sort of even. 2 go down for Warriors again, but 3 go down, and, they're just making us, they got a setup, and they just kind of got them pinned in the base. We'll see if they're able to get the slays and get another flag run going here.
Dazed Clan is still pushing really strong. You'd think after getting the lead, some may think that you could just kind of sit back, play D, but instead we're kind of seeing Splice, play really aggressive, grabbing these rockets, making sure he's participating. 20 kills and
20 kills
in the entire, adding more to it with the rockets. He gets kills onto Empoleon. Mewtwo, the only player left alive now on the side of Warriors.
Yeah, Spice is just popping off for his team here. 21 kills, 8 assists, and he's really playing his life. He only has 8 deaths. That's the least in the lobby, I believe. So he dies there, and 3 go down for Dazed, and Krozen's going to be able to get this return. Not that, it's that far from the point of the point where it starts, as map mode is spawned up, and we got all 4 spawned up for both teams now.
22-9, that's just incredible. FTG Spice stepping up to the plate for his team, that could be a meritable attribution toward their success. 2 minutes left on the clock. It's now down to the wire. Warriors in this tie 1-1 with the Dazed Clan. In this in the series for tonight. It's now really up to this King of the Hill match to see which team's going to take the lead. Are we going to be able to see a series of 5 played out? Good, perfect there from Priest. Can he get the double?
Oh,
yes,
he
the
gets
double
the
kill
double.
on the board.
We look at this, and the Slays have kind of been mainly in the side of Dazed. You know, they're majorly positive, but this game is still very close. As we're getting a flag run here by Warriors, as they're trying to push out and get the picks, and it's halfway, and Crozen could get it in here. If he gets it into that part of the base, it's going to be hard, but I don't know if that was a fumble or a drop or a pass. But it, you know, the teammate takes it up, and it looks like one of the Dazed members is in the, I guess that is Midsington, is pushing into the base, and he goes down, and they're probably going to be able to get this flag cap because there are 2 down. He's picking it up. He is getting shot in the back, though. This is a big round, and Matmo gets the slay there. That's a big one.
That was. I thought it was almost a stick. I about crapped my pants. But this is a back and forth Matt mode. Mewtwo, the only players left alive. Matt mode is he's trying to make sure that he can prevent the enemy from touching this flag. Mensington also
the
taking
touch.
a
I
fall.
think they're gonna score it. Look at that.
Levels
30
the playing
seconds.
field. With 30 seconds left on the clock now, tied 2-2.
I wonder if they're gonna sit back and just play for overtime again, like last map. As it, you know, Matt Mode knows his teammates are not there, so he's pulled back a little bit. But they still have sort of map control here a little bit. As Matt Mode's using the sandbox to get away and play his life. There's 10 seconds left in the game. There's not probably time to even get the overshield and have it matter. That's a big takedown of Creased, but we're going to overtime here.
Yes, sir.
What a crazy, you know, send to overtime there. They just were able to punch it in there with 30 seconds. And we got a series tied, and we got an overtime here in game 3.
Neck and neck, really, going into the most extremes of balance. We're going to see these teams take it out to this right now. It's all down to this. In the final few moments of this game, which team can take this victory? We saw a little remote grab there as the overshield gets fumbled now down into Mewtwo's hands. Oh, did he get that slap? I don't think so. Man, we've seen so many people die.
Oh my goodness. And that fumble, that could prove to be the difference maybe in this game, because he had that and he fumbled it, and Mammo has the rockets and the overshield. Very powerful thing.
Gosh.
And now they're making their push in.
What an incredible way, circumstance. How that unfolded was just incredible for Matt Mode. How he came out on top, just like he escaped from the rubble with everything gold.
Yes, and everybody was fighting for it too. It wasn't just him. It was just, you know, both teams have just really had some interesting fights here for the power-ups.
Matt Mode finally taking a fall as Crozen comes up from behind. Looks like it gets traded out. Some nades. Warriors 3 players down. Looks like Dazed Clan has this flag, and it looks like they're going to be making this final push. All 4 down from Warriors. Flag's away, but will be returned, and that gets it, folks. The win will go to the Dazed Clan.
About to jump in here with Creased as we start off an oddball.
Oddball. This could be it, folks. If the Dazed Clan can come through for this victory, that'll be what decides it. A quick move toward the Rockets as Midsington shows that he wants to be the one who claims these kills, and he will be. He'll get both of those kills. He'll take a fall himself, but he's still able to waste those rockets and prevent the enemy from, you know, living.
Well, they were able to get the ball, though. Even though they didn't get the rockets off the break, you know, Warriors snuck away with this ball, and they got a little bit of a setup, and they're getting some slays here as the Dazed Clan is a little disjointed. 2 are down, and that's going to put a little bit more time here on the clock as Midsington's fighting 2 in bottom mid, and he gets taken out.
Great set of circumstances here for Warriors. Already 20 points on the board. And like you said, the power weapon was controlled, but the ball wasn't. So, yeah, the Warriors being able to grab that ball early on, get these points, that sets them off early on into this oddball match here at Streets.
Big perfect kill by Midsington. He's looking for some more people to slay after he takes down the ball. But 3 go down for the side of Dazed, and Midsington is taken down. That's a full wipe, and Warriors is going to have another setup here, even as they're down players are starting to, come back in. They got to set up, and the clock is ticking. They got a good, sizable lead here of 42 points.
Man, almost halfway toward their first point here in this oddball match at Streets. Empoleon with the BR. Great shots there on the Mitsington. He's caught in the flank. He's also able to get it. That's a double kill on the board for Empoleon. Empoleon then gets taken out by Matt Mode. Another trades on the board. 3 players down on the side of Dazed Clan, 2 from Worriers. Leaving Worriers yet another opportunity to grab the ball, but they do not. Mewtwo's watching that on the spawn. He goes for the rockets. He's able to grab them. The ball was right beside the rockets, and it looks like he wanted the rockets. He got out of there and grabbed them, but wasn't able to use them.
Yeah, he was trying to play for rockets. I think that was his objective, and he was able to get them, but he wasn't able to control them. But they still snuck away with the ball again somehow, and now Mitsington has the rockets, and the first points go on the board for Dazed in this game. It's a
3,
sizable
4.
lead.
Yeah, I mean,
sizable lead.
as they begin to collect some points here, having 3 players down on the side of Worriers will be really helpful for the Dazed Clan to collect some time, and try to level the playing field a little bit. Worriers coming off the rip really strong, getting half the way toward their first point. Dazed really needs to answer that, and right now it looks like they're trying to do exactly that.
Yeah, they're getting some slays, and they cut this lead in half. Big shout out though to Empoleon, 8-4, and a big shout out to Mitsington, his counterpart, who is 8-4 as well. And Matt Mode's grabbing the ball. Sorry, didn't mean to step on
55-33. Matt Mode controlling this ball here in the backside of C-Site. And when he sees his teammates die, like right here, he knows his teammate's taking a hit. He's going to push out towards mid and just try to mitigate that ball being in a position where the enemy could control it. If he were to lose possession of that area, if he doesn't want to lose the control of the ball as well as the position, so throwing it out to mid is a kind of a middle sacrifice to not allowing the enemy to take that if they were to take you.
Well, yeah, and if he gets taken down there and doesn't get the ball out, they get a full setup, and that may put away this first round with the amount of points that they have on the board. Back and forth we go with the slays again. As a couple go down for each team. Big kill by Spice, not Splice. And the game's almost tied now. We are at a close game, 55-48. Playing his life. He knows he needs to get some team support and some flanks. Matt Mode sneaking up. He gets taken down, and it's a 4v2 right now.
3 players now down on the side of Dazed Clan. Worriers with the ball in their possession. This is going to be the first time that they've been able to score since the beginning initial spree that we saw them on. But they are inching ever closer toward confirming this first win. 2 players now down on the side of Dazed Clan once again. They're holding PD down. They have Crozen over here in the commercial market. And he's just watching down here at Neon. He's controlling that side. Then you got the Lurker with the Shoddy here. He's preventing all these pushes, and he goes down. That's going to be the break that they need. Warriors now lost control with 80 seconds on the clock. Kreese is going to throw the ball out mid and just try to survive as long as he can and prevent the enemy from taking control.
Yeah, good play of the ball by Kreese, and good play of his life. He's allowed both of his teammates that were down to spawn back up. But I guess the ball didn't actually get out of the play. I guess it got stuck on the ledge because Mitsington's got the ball right now, and he didn't have to go bottom mid to get it. And he's rotating as a few of his teammates have died, and this is a great ball rotation. Wow, he is rotating to where his teammates spawned, and they're getting a little bit more time and a couple more slays, a little bit of a setup here, and we might have a tie game.
Empoleon coming up from behind. He's kind of like the ace up the hidden pocket. Tries to go for the ball kill, but unfortunately discloses his location. And now it's down to the final few moments. Empoleon getting crossfire there from both B, the curve as well as the stairs. But Warriors 3 players down. It's looking like this could be anyone's game still at this point.
Yeah, that was a big round of slays by Crozen and the rest of his team, or Kreese. I guess it was Kreese, not Crozen. They were able to push in there, and they only need 10 seconds to get this win. They get a few more slays here like that, and they're going to get this first round. But the ball is down on the ground as I don't know if that's map mode. There's 3 pushing in. They kind of push Polian out. That is map mode. He comes through and gets the slay. And it's 2v2. Map mode gets the trade. That's big. Keeps it 2v2. And that ball is going to Mewtwo. He only needs a few more seconds, but is he going to be able to hold it long enough? Or is he going to get taken out? He drops the ball. He's got 2 more teammates there. This is a real big fight. Whoever gets the pick here is probably going to win the game. Crozen gets a pick. That ball, he's trying to pick it up. If he gets around this corner, that's going to be game. That's game. He was able to get that ball and get around the corner.
Croza coming through for his team right there at the end, collecting those final few moments. Getting that first round win on the board is going to be really helpful going here into the second round. And yeah, if they can collect this round win, then Warriors is going to be able to bring this into the 5th match of tonight's of the series of tonight. You know, FTG Spice, where is your legendary Super Saiyan powers at this moment?
They got the rockets, they got the shotgun, they got the ball, and they may get a setup out of this, but you know, a few of them are down and they're kind of spread apart as they're spawning at C, and it looks like, you know, the spawners for Warriors are spawning up on B, so this is kind of a, you know, a stalemate here in the PD area, the APD area. Sorry for the fumble there. As a few more go down and 3 go down for Warriors, and that's going to give us a setup here, and it's looking like they may get off to the start that Warriors got off to in round 1.
Amen to that. 20 points on the board. Midsington controlling this ball exactly like a ball needs controlled. But 25 points on the board. 2 players down for the side of it. Warriors leaving yet another opportunity for the Dazed clan to begin and continue to pursue this lead here in this oddball match at Streets. And it really still could be anyone's game at this point. Dazed clan, if they continue this progress and if they continue to maintain this hold, Creased trying to break it as he pushes up to the planners. But if they can continue to get this, they might be able to mitigate this loss.
Yeah, that was an important takedown of Map Mode, who was in the PD. Map Mode was kind of doing a lot of the damage and holding like the main line of defense, really kind of holding off that push. And as soon as Creased was able to take him out, they were able to team push in there and get their own setup.
35-14 as the Warriors have the ball in their possession. Crozen will be trying to collect some time. FTG Spice with the shot. He comes through, and all 4 players now down on the side of Warriors.
But a good play ball to the middle of the map. As they're spawning up, it looks like B side. They're trying to come down those the B stairs and put pressure on this ball and rocket. As the rockets had just come up, I'm not sure if anybody was able to get away with the rockets though. I didn't see what happened there.
Also, really impressive to note that that ball was thrown out to the mid, and that was during a full wipe from the Warriors. So just by throwing that ball out mid, that prevented it from being milked by any team right there. So even though your entire team was dead at one moment, the enemy didn't really get anything from it. So I think that's in itself a bit of a win.
And it's enabled them, now that they've spawned up, to throw it into his teammate up there and get a setup and get some more time. And they're about to take the lead. As he has to play it again, they get good plays by the side of Warriors. When they know like 1 or 2 people go down, they're throwing that ball out and just making sure the other team has to collect it and get it back in there, rather than, like you said, getting like this like full setup like dying in a base with the ball.
Yeah, amen to that. And it seems as though Dazed clan was able to grab that ball and kind of get it back into a sheltered position. Now on the approach, 2 will die from the side of Warriors. 2 will die from the side of FaZe clan. The ball is on the ground, and Empoleon will also go down. Dazed clan now has opportunity to grab this ball yet once again.
Yeah, and they reached the halfway point with that round of slays they got there. That was an important sequence there to get in this ball time. Midsington with that battle with Empoleon on the the C side of the map. And here we go. They're kind of got on lockdown. They're waiting for their teammates to make a concerted push, but the clock's ticking now. They got to make a push now, because the push may be now or never. As Dazed get 2 to go down, and they're just holding that ball and they're milking that time, and 3 go down as the spawner starts to spawn up on the A side. The ball is a lot of dead time here on the ball. Dazed really dropped it to slay out, but they got the slays necessary, and now they're collecting ball time, and they play it out from, the side of Commando. I'm not sure why Grease was the only one in the base there. That might be in a little bit of a fumble, because now, the side of Warriors has gotten a few slays and got the ball, and back and forth we go. And Dazed has a significant lead here, but not really an established setup.
Dazed clan with 82 points on the board. It would be so frustrating thinking about being only 18 away from getting this point. And you know that that's fueling their desire to finalize. But now 3 players down, the ball not in a good position for the Dazed clan, but unfortunately not in the possession of Warriors, as the Warriors are now still down by 50 total points. Still yet only 16 seconds left of ball handling left for Dazed clan to confirm this point.
Well, I like that. I think Phil dropped the Stalker. I think that's the Stalker rifle. He dropped for his teammates since he had the shotgun, and he's going on the patrol with the shotgun and getting some slays, and they're collecting the time, and this is coming down 5 more seconds. I think we're going to see a round 3 of Oddball, and we shouldn't expect anything less. This has been the way this has gone in all 3 matches so far.
It really has. It has been absolutely to the extreme. We have seen a high level of balance between these teams, and it has came down to the end of every one of these games that defines the outcome. And now here early on in this game, we're going to see the Warriors coming off a little bit weak, but with the answer, Mewtwo claiming the 2nd kill on the board for his team.
I think they're going to be able to get the slay over there. He does get the slay on Phil, and they haven't been able to sneak away with the ball. It seems like the first 2 rounds, the team that snuck away with the ball first was able to get significant time. That's kind of been prevented this round. It's been back and forth with the slays, as Mew's going to pick up the ball and try and get it into C, but he's kind of pinned down here as he doesn't really have any teammates on C, and he doesn't really know where the other team is at. So he's kind of in this state as his teammates are getting pushed of not knowing where the other team was, where Dazed was coming from. And Dazed is able to get almost a full team wipe there and get the ball. No setup yet, though, as most of the spawners come up, and we just kind of have this place where neither team sort of knows where the other team is spawning at, so they haven't been able to really rotate the ball to get a setup yet.
Tied 12-12, just past a little over a minute and a half into this game. We're going to see Dazed clan currently with the lead here in this series. They need one more win to confirm this victory. However, the Warriors could come through strong and win this one and put us into a seat for round 5 of this series. So really, let's see how these teams perform and how this series ends up as the Dazed clan pushes ever stronger, trying to get this victory under their belt.
And I kind of think that was a misstep a little bit by Map Mode, and there were 3 down, and he could have picked up the ball there, and he chose not to pick up the ball. And now, it's kind of just been a lot of dead time, a lot of slays. He does finally pick it up now, and I'd like to give a shout out to all the players in this lobby right now, because the balance in the slays category is pretty even across the board. Though Dazed does have a few more slays, it really hasn't translated into a ton of time gained here.
Dang, with the rocket from a long distance. It's another reason why the rocket's just so extremely powerful to have. They're able to get those kills and kind of pave a pretty smooth road here for them to collect some time. And edge ever closer to this, confirming this victory. As really, if Dazed continues to maintain control of this ball, we're going to be done with this entire series in the next 40 seconds.
Yeah, you're right. It can go so quick as, the ace up the sleeve, Paulian sneaking up with the shotgun. He gets spotted out, though, and he's the only one over there for his team as his other team is scrambling. And it's a mad dash to try and get in here. Is he going to get the kill on Spice with this? He does get the kill on Spice. That's a huge pick. And now they got the ball as 3 go down for Dazed, and now they can make a dent in this lead, which looked like almost, like you said, 40 seconds away from losing the match and losing the series.
Unfortunately for us, Warriors is there to keep us in business, to keep the match going. And yes, they're going to have a response that Mewtwo collecting time there right in. I call it upper Oscar. I'm sure there's a better term. Great jump there demonstrated from FaZe Clan. Mewtwo now down. The ball is reset, or at least got jumped. It got thrown off by Oscar, I think.
And, you know, big perfect by Crozen, and it's 3 go down, and there's one left. It's, I don't know who it is, but I think it was Midsingding, and he went down. His Spices spawned up and trying to apply the pressure on Crozen as the ball is in the possession of Warriors. Big kill by Creased, Polian spawning up. And the ball is still being smart here, rotating. He saw that his players are spawning up in PT, and he's trying to get it out of that C, knowing that the push is going to come from purple from the Dazed Clan. And we just have a really hotly contested ball here. No one's really been able to get this huge setup, except for Dazed there at the beginning. They got a slight setup, but that's a 3 down, and this could be over shortly if they're not able to get in there and break this setup on the B side.
Mewtwo in a contested fight here at the bottom of B. That's not where he wants to be. He needs to be at the ball. 20 seconds. Ball is dropped. FaZe Clan scoring has stopped, and all 4 are now down. Warriors in this push was absolutely legendary.
And needed because, you know, 21 seconds necessary for Dazed to just put away this match. Great throw up of the ball there, getting the setup on C, as Dazed is now going to have to break this setup again. And we got a really close match again as they go down, and Midsington's going in there. He gets the pick. It's 3 down for both teams. Crozen the first one to spawn for the other team, and the ball is just dead. This is a big fight between him and Mewtwo gets the slay. Wow. What a big slay.
What an incredible, this is an incredible demonstration of esports competitivity. This is all brought to you live right now. You're watching this on the Halo Rec League. We are in season 5, week 3 of the Warriors versus Dazed Clan. Could be down to the wire. We're gonna see this. Warriors and Dazed Clan neck and neck constantly. Dazed Clan currently 3 down, could be 4. Yes, FTG Spice respawn. It's the only reason.
Oh, does Crease get it in there? He gets it in there, and that should be game.
10 seconds.
This is probably going to be game. 10 seconds.
We are going into game 5, folks. If 5 more seconds transpire, it's Crease drops the ball.
He dropped the ball.
No!
He dropped the ball, and he goes down. And Dazed has the ball now.
It's now the possession of Dazed Clan. 20 seconds.
Polian's trying to get in there.
This is an emotional roller coaster.
Oh my goodness. They don't know he's there. They don't know he's there.
It's a flop. Dazed Clan still has it. Creased is the only one alive. Trying
to take him down. 3 go down. And Mewtwo's pushing in here.
Oh
He's got to get the slay here. There's only 4 seconds. I thought we were going to game 5, but we got a player drop out. A player dropped.
Oh no.
Oh no. What do we do here? I'm not sure. It was 9.